from the time you retire till about, 78 to 81-ish, you really got to make sure that, you're nailing your retirement. You're doing these trips, you're doing this, you're doing that, whatever that is to you. But you've got to get this done because once you hit that age of 78 to 81, man, ladies and gentlemen, things slow down, things hurt, and it's hard to do this and it's hard to do that. So you've got to make sure that we don't, we can get these things done and we don't look back and have any regrets.
Yeah, if you can not have to work through that go-go year period of what could be your retirement, that's an missed opportunity there because you should be go-going and having fun. And as Todd said, proper planning can help get you there. And looking at some questions that you would ask your clients so you can better custom plan for them and with them. And if I can imagine the follow-up question from the client to you after you ask them this question, what after-tax rate of return do you need? And they would say, of course, the most possible. How can you help me do that? You probably talk to them about some good proactive tax strategies.
Absolutely. I think retirement is really contingent on cash flow. How much cash do you have coming in every month? It's not necessarily about how much do you need to make each year to live. It's how much cash flow do you have coming in, because that cash flow is what's going to pay for these trips and pay for the new car payment, or if you still have a mortgage and so forth. So we really focus on the cash flow needs of the client and where's that going to come from. Obviously, taking into consideration, can we do it tax efficiently and so forth, but it all comes down to how much cash you have coming in every month to meet your goals and objectives.
And in that, does some vehicles like Roth, would they come up where that could be a down the road tax benefit?
Absolutely. Roth can provide tax-free income. If you have purchased life insurance policy, the investment kind, not the death benefit play, but the kind where you could draw tax-free income from that's always a great vehicle. So if you're younger, I talk to clients about that, putting money into life insurance policies that could build up tax deferred, and then you could take it out tax free. If you never used it, there's a tax death benefit or a tax free death benefit to your heirs. And then some of these policies also have, Dave, where you can access the death benefit while you're alive for terminal illness or nursing homes.
Yeah.
Really like those for tax. If we're trying to avoid taxes as much as possible, we'll look at those as well.
Proper planning and proper custom planning comes with Todd learning more about you and your unique situation financially, and also how you envision your retirement. So if you would like to get into this conversation where you really get a chance to talk about you, that's another thing that makes this comprehensive review so great. You can schedule with Todd by calling 888-6868-680, 888, that's 368-368-0. That's an easy one to remember, and you can get on the schedule. Looking at some questions, though, that will come up to help Todd better know you and where you are. And here's one. What is your risk tolerance? Because risk changes, of course, in that phase of your life, and it's still different for everyone.
Absolutely, David. Kind of what we talked about in the first segment. I use this software that I absolutely love it. It works really good, but it helps us identify the client's risk tolerance. So we ask them a series of questions, and then it spits out a number, right? And then that's the risk number. And then we score the portfolio as well. And then the portfolio gets a risk number, and then Dave, we compare the risk numbers, against each other to see how close we are. And if, you're further than, say, 8 to 10 points away from each other, then you definitely would want to reconsider, lowering one or the other, and getting in alignment with your portfolio, because you want to be able to, handle fluctuations, handle volatility, handle, the market in certain situations. And the only way to do that is to know that you and your portfolio are in alignment. But, a lot of people don't know what's in their portfolio. Dave, when I ask them, what do you have? I don't know. How's it doing? I don't know.
Don't know.
And then the ultimate question, what are you paying for all this? I don't know. So you've got to get a handle on your portfolio. And, and this may not be your thing, but coming to someone like us could help you get a handle on your portfolio, not to where, we're not going to make you an expert in this, but we're definitely going to educate you enough so you know what you have and how it's working and why you have it, and make sure you're on